Hey everybody, it's Movie Man Cam, and today Hitman is out on Netflix and in some theaters, which I highly recommend going to see it in theaters because this movie is fucking awesome. Hitman is a film following a guy played by Glen Powell who is a private detective who starts to play as hitman to catch people trying to hire hitman to take out people. It's a romance, it's an action, it's a comedy, it's a drama. I mean, this film really redefines the genre of romance action films like you would see from the early 90s. I saw this all the way back at Sundance, in which I saw it on a big screen, and I'm telling you, if you have any opportunity to go see this in a movie theater, please take that opportunity, because this is a film that you need to see on the screen and not just on a TV at home because it's on Netflix. Yes, there is a convenience factor when it comes to Netflix. You can just plop it on the TV, but this is a film that, especially for one particular scene, that you just need to see in full, just the biggest screen possible, because it's so brilliantly written, it's so beautifully acted, it's just expertly directed by Richard Linklater. It's such an awesome film, and it's one of the best of the year. So Glen Powell and Richard Linklater wrote the film together, and obviously Richard Linklater directed it, and Glen Powell starred in it. It's so amazing, and it wasn't at all what I expected. When I first heard of this film, Hitman, I automatically thought it was gonna be this very just rugged and like gruesome film about a guy that just kills people. But no, that is like literally not it at all. It is a romance comedy that has very little action. It has just actually hardly any action. There's a couple scenes that are pretty like intense, but there's not really a moment throughout the film where it's like punch this, punch that, or you're dead. That's not this kind of film. It's very funny. It's very romantic. A lot of people call it sexy. I mean, you know, say what you want. It is a very romantic film. I think Glen Powell and Adria Arjona are very great on screen together. Sorry if I mispronounced her name wrong, but their duo on screen is one of the best of the year. And personally, I think Glen Powell deserves an Oscar nomination for his performance in this film. I doubt he'll get one because of, you know, the just comedy films rap at the Oscars, barely getting any nominations. But if there is someone that deserves a nomination this year, it's Glen Powell in this film. He was fantastic. And like I said, there's one particular scene in the film that I don't want to spoil or even talk about that much because just how well acted, well written, and well directed it is. But it comes near the end of the film. He deserves an Oscar or an Oscar nomination. It's such a fun time. The thing about this film that's so amazing is that it really does redefine just the overall movie-going experience, because you have action, you do have that romance aspect to it, you do have that drama aspect in some of it, you do have that comedy aspect in some of it. I mean, this film really does have it all, and it doesn't get sidetracked on one, and it mixes all of them together so beautifully. And it's incredibly funny, and there's not any moment throughout the film where it feels like it's either trying too hard or not trying hard enough. It's really good. I mean, it's just one of those films that it's unapologetically a fun time. Like, yes, people are like doing bad like stuff in the film, but like, who cares that, like, you know, we're just having a good time watching this film. This really is one of the best films of the year, and honestly one of the better movie-going experiences that I've had in recent years. It's just so much fun, and I feel like we're missing that in theaters, having this much fun. So the fact that it is mostly a Netflix original film is really a bummer, because this is a film that we need to experience in theaters to get people back to the theaters, because this is cinema. This is cinema. Richard Linklater is one of those directors that just cannot make a bad film. He just omits awesomeness when it comes to making a film. And there's so much creativity behind them, especially when like Glen Powell is in the co-writer's seat. He wrote some of this film. And him working with Richard Linklater is just one of the most unexpected duos that works so well together. Glen Powell clearly is just so talented in so many different aspects other than acting. He's so great. And I'm glad to be seeing him in more stuff because, like, he was in Top Gun Maverick and, you know, Anyone But You, and just he's becoming more of a wanted actor, which is great, and he was phenomenal in this film. And like I said, give this man his Oscar nomination because he was so good. Really, I have no complaints with this film at all. I think that it is one of the most fun experiences that I've had in a theater in a long time. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching this video. If you haven't seen Hitman yet, I highly recommend watching it now. It's hilarious. It's just such a good time. Question of the day, what is your favorite Richard Linklater film? Let me know in the comments below, and I cannot wait to see your opinions. Again, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.